Right, now this is a bit of a different review. Now, as I put in my post earlier this week, I had trouble with my internet, and it is now the weekend is actually about 7 o'clock on Saturday the 30th of September, and I'm now watching episode 7 of Ahsoka Tano, of the Ahsoka series. Now, here's the thing. There is no way I'm going to be able to do a normal review, because basically I've had spoilers and so forth all through this week while I've been trying to get that poxy internet to work properly. Couple of clarifications on that. The internet went down due to bad weather we've been having in the UK, so not my fault, not my broadband provider, nothing like that. It's just one of those things. Now, I will be pausing the video, doing the talks as we go through this. Now, I've just started. Hera standing in front of the Oversight Committee, and Mr. No Brain. Oh, I cannot get his name. The main asshole senator at the moment, I'll mention his name later on, is basically being put in his place. This guy has his head so far up his rear exhaust port that it's coming out, is going all the way up, coming out, and going back round again. This guy is saying he doesn't believe in the Jedi, which means this guy has not been paying attention to the galaxy. He says, space whales. At this moment, he has just ticked off nearly all the population on Lothal of the last 10 years, and for those who were there during the freedom of Lothal. This guy is such a moron that how he became a senator, I have no idea. The fact that she did... Now, the coolest thing is, Harrison Dula has said, I did not ignore the Oversight Committee, I ignored him, and Mon Mothma tried not to smile. She actually had a slight smile at that, because she got it straight away and probably agreed with it as well. And, the fact that this guy is such an asshole, yeah. Even Mon Mothma said that one, he should have seen that one coming, because she got it straight away. Now, right, I have a few minutes. He says he's trying to protect them, and he says objection, and I've paused it there while I'm doing this bit, because I want to, because this guy's about to come for a big fall. Now, unfortunately, I did see the spoiler for this particular scene on YouTube. Basically, because the internet was down, I only had YouTube. I had very difficulty watching TV because of the bad weather. Like I said, I couldn't watch Netflix, I couldn't watch Paramount Plus, I couldn't watch Disney Plus. Only my mobile phone was working really properly. So, YouTube on that. Now, I'm going to pause this because I don't want to get copyrighted by Disney and all that during this review. And we're less than about 10 minutes in. And this is going to be good. So pause it here. Now. Okay, I'm recording again to give you a little heads up. This Santa was making his mouth go, saying, oh, there's no proof that Mouth Gideon is a rogue. This guy. And Hera said it right. Just now. She said, I don't know what scares me more. What could happen, or what this guy's willing to let happen. This guy's trying to get rid of her. She's only one of the few people with common sense, for God's sake. The next thing we know, C-3PO. The C-3PO has just walked in. Now, this is an incredible moment in Star Wars history. the person who plays C-3PO has appeared in the original trilogy, the prequel trilogy, the sequel trilogy, and made a guest appearance in Rogue One with R2-D2. Now, R2-D2's made appearances in the second series of The Mandalorian at the very end. He appeared in the Book of Boba Fett with Luke Skywalker. And now we've got 3PO appearing as in Ahsoka. Now, interestingly, he is now helping out a senator. Now, he did that with Padme Amidala during the Clone Wars computer-generated series. He is now continuing on with that work, and this is brilliant. I'm loving this. It also means Leia is coming in to help out Hera Syndulla. Now, she's met Hera during the Clone Wars. It was during the Rebellion, during the Rebel series. Season 2, I think. Don't hold me to that. It's been a while. It has been a while since I've seen this, so it could be. I think it was season 2. Yeah, it was season 2 because Karen Jarrett could actually see in that one. Okay, season 2, not season 3 or 4. Now here's something interesting. We don't know if they're going to try and bring in Leia Organa for episode 8, which is in a few days' time as I'm recording this. But I like how they're mentioning her. Because at this point in time, her character is alive. I just wish Carrie Fisher could be here. Just like I wish Ray Stevenson was still here so he could bask in this. Now, for those who don't know, this is hitting home. I don't know what's going on. But this senator, how the hell this guy became a senator, I will not know. But he is just what he is also being the Republic as of the sequel trilogy. They didn't want to admit there was trouble. They didn't want to see it. And they were so blind that they were taken out by a weapon that wiped out an entire star system. The only thing that was left of the Hadrian Prime system was the star and the debris from the planets. I think. I don't know. But this guy, he has got his head so far up his arse, and he's about to be, I'm guessing, long range force slapped back. Now I'm going to pause this again, continue watching. As I said, this review is a little different than normal, mainly because I've got to get this video out. So here we go again, pausing video. Senator Zeon just got bitch slapped by Leia Organa, as I thought she would do it to him. But here's the thing. He said mere joy. Chopper is in the courtroom. This guy's got a death wish if Chopper's there. Though, if Chopper wants to hurt him, I don't mind. This is one of those times where I think Chopper ought to go completely psycho on this guy. Sorry, I've got a very itchy nose at the moment. But Mon Mothma is trying so hard not to smile at all of this. Because she just realised This guy has put himself out there trying to get in his way, trying to prove his point, and he just got bitch slapped down. This is this is brilliant. He got put into his place big time. And saying 3PO is a simple droid. He was built by Anakin Skywalker on Tatooine. He worked as a moisture farmer. He then worked in the not US Senate. What the hell am I saying? In the Old Republic Senate, the Imperial Senate, and now he's helping out in the New Republic Senate. He's been through the Clone Wars, the Rebellion, and of course we know what he'll go through in the sequel trilogy in the Resistance. Saying he's a simple droid would be like saying that water isn't wet. Well, I should say is water is wet. This guy, this senator, is he just got bitch slapped down by the own procedures of the Republic that he's trying to use to get rid of people who think the Remnant are not a problem. Leia Organa strikes again. I like it on Mothra. Yeah, you want to. I like how he's willing to overlook this infraction because she's head of the Defense Force. He just got put in his place because though he's an oversight committee, she can authorize things if she deems it necessary for the protection of the Republic. And he just got bitch slapped by it. Yes. There's one thing. I know his son will be in the animated show Resistance. Now here's in something interesting. His son is willing to do what's necessary to help people. He wants to help them. He does not have his head up his own arse like his father. Now, meeting him, I can't believe he's actually related to him. Really, because this guy he's a jackass. I mean, this guy would do a good impression of an Imperial senator. I still don't know why they put him in charge, but anyway. This ought to be good. Alright, gonna pause it, then continue. Okay, sorry. To end the court scene, Hera Syndulla has said this saying, prepare for the worst, hope for the best. Now, that's interesting. Given that basically the military of the New Republic is practically non-existent, that's bad news. I don't think they'll be ready for Thrawn. Now, this is so much fun. We then go through the credits, and then we get the episode's name. Dreams and Madness. I find that very interesting. Very interesting indeed. We then cut to Ahsoka Tano doing practice with her lightsabers. Now, interestingly, she is doing the practice with her reverse grip. The most common grip you saw her use during the Clone Wars TV series and in Rebels Season 2. I'm finding this very interesting. Now, apparently, and we get Hayden Christensen as Anakin. Yes! We get a better look at the Clone War armor from it, which is a bit better than what we were getting in episode 5. I had to think then. From the flashback sequences, you can see it a lot more clearly. Now, interestingly, he's telling her that she may be more than droid and she will fight in the Clone Wars. Asajj Ventress get mentioned. General Grievous, which both she fought. She did fight both of them. General Grievous and Asajj Ventress. In fact, Asajj Ventress was primarily the person she often dealt with. I think twice she dealt with Grievous. So now, Count Dooku. She never took on Count Dooku in the whole history of the Clone Wars TV series. I mean lightsaber to lightsaber combat. She never did that, so that was interesting. Now, there's an inside joke where, and again, is being a typical Jedi master, doing this. She needs to practice these moves often. He turns and go, and you see him do a little face, and he then says, well, more often than I do. The program ends, and Ahsoka says he did 20 of these. This was the last one. Right. Hayun comes in and says that the Star Whales are getting close because they're starting to slow down. While in the cockpit, you've got Ahsoka Tano teasing Hayun. And he is falling for it, and you've got Ahsoka just doing this smile. Just like her character did in the Clone Wars. Yeah, that cheeky smile. Mm-hmm. So, Hayun realizes that he's been teased and goes, astronomical. They're not that bad. Yes, they are. Oh, then why didn't you say something? I did. The back and forth in this. Ray Simpson has nearly stolen the show. Hayun is coming in to a close second on this. And we're about to arrive. So I'm going to pause the recording here. Watch all that leading up to it. And then carry on. I must admit, this is a bit different than normal. But then again, when I've normally done my reviews, I've watched the whole thing shortly after it's come out on Disney and all that. Pardon me, truck wind. That it's just come out. So I do my thing. So I need a bit of a drink. So with it being out a few days, I'm trying something different, and at the moment it's been pretty good. I can't do normal reaction videos because the only thing I've got to record with is my phone. Also, I have very limited editing capabilities, so I could probably do a couple of minutes of reaction, which I might do at the end of the episode. So I'll let you know. But we're coming up to the planet. This ought to be good. Right. Now we're at I've just seen the arrival and all that. The Purgle get hit by Seeker mines. Now, interestingly, the Seeker mines were an actual weapon in the Star Wars Squadrons game that came out a few years ago. Now, that was a pretty good minefield. Now, Hayun does the one thing you should never do. And he said, at least the Purgle are applying some cover. Purrgil will then jump away. And Ahsoka turns and goes, "You had to say something." He says, "And we're clear." Just then the fighters turn up. Now, Grand Admiral Thrawn. He is, quite literally, he looked a little concerned when he found out that Anakin Skywalker was Ahsoka Tano's master. Now, I have heard that in the books and so forth, Thrawn met Anakin during the Clone Wars. It's in his trilogy of books. I've never been able to get my hands on them, so I've never read them. Now, interestingly, he also worked with Darth Vader after Anakin fell to the dark side, so he is aware of it. Now, he says no matter, she is unpredictable and extremely dangerous. Yeah. The only way to truly beat Thrawn is you don't have a set strategy. You have a goal. How you achieve that goal, that, if you do it on the fly, could come in handy. Now, interestingly, there's something I've noticed on Thrawn's uniform. There seems to have been a lot of repairs to it. Like, his uniform was torn or as frayed. Now, I've noticed this quite a bit, which means even his uniform and so forth, has needed to be repaired while he's been in exile. Now, at the moment, Heung didn't know how they knew they were coming, which means at the moment they don't know about the about the Night Sisters. They are in a debris field, and you're flying through these things, and some of these bones are nearly the same size as the shuttle they're in. Oh my God. That tells you how big these things were. The size of the ones who go there to die, they've got to be the size of cruisers. Some of them have got to be as big as Man Calamari cruisers. And at least, I say, 3/4 the length of an Imperial Star Destroyer. This is good, this is good. Now, the next part of the episode I'm about to watch is Sabine and Ezra Bridger. Now, there's only one scene involving Ezra Bridger I've actually seen, which is later on in the episode. So, I'm going to watch this. And this is good. Now, there is one thing I should mention. And it's the music. In all the episodes, they have literally knocked it out of the park on this. It is... Star Wars has always had good music. I will not deny it. They've had some of the most recognizable themes in their movies. From the Imperial March to Vader's theme to the Jedi to Yoda's. This is knocking it out the park. I am truly, truly amazed. So, yet again, I'm going to pause this video and then I'm going to carry on watching. My heart's going during that battle. Now, interestingly, they flew into the debris field and I had a feeling it was a new take on the asteroid chase of the Millennium Falcon and the TIE Fighters from The Empire Strikes Back. Bloody hell. All I'm gonna say is this is getting good. This is getting good. How the hell are they gonna pull it? I don't know what is gonna happen in the next episode, but in the very first video, if you go back to my very first video, I say I expected this to start slow and to pick up speed as it went along. I like it when I'm right. I guessed right. Episode 5 and 6 are the ones that really knocked it out of the park. And I think episode 5 has probably been rewatched the most. I'm guessing. Now, here's something interesting. We've still got Ahsoka the White. So, now visually, this has blown it out of the park. I'm loving this. This is just... wow. Meanwhile, back with the Ezra Bean. I suppose that could be a way of putting it. Ezra Bridger and Sabine Wren. Now, everyone was shipping them during the Rebels TV series. They made a cute couple. Now, I'm not usually into that. But I can see that. Now, it is kind of related to this. I do Lego models. Now, I recently did 2 Lego models. One was the hover skimmer that was seen in that was part of the Ahsoka's 322nd Division, the Ahsoka troops. I did that, and I also did Yoda's Starfighter. Yes, I did Ahsoka Starfighter. I did Yoda Starfighter. Now, here's something interesting. In the instruction book, they always have pictures of 3 ship models that go together. For the first time ever, I have done the Yoda, the gun emplacement that you got, and the hover gunship. I'm just trying to remember where I put the box for that so I can get the proper name. One moment. Right, I've got the box that I did the Lego model I just mentioned. I'm going to cover the... Hang on, let me just get a cloth. So I don't get... Alright, here it is. This was the one I did. Now, in the packaging for the Yoda Starfighter, in the back it showed an image of this with the portable gunner you saw in the Clone Wars movie, and Yoda's, sure, generally they release them in, small 2 battle packs in the main build as related to it. Now, interestingly, it's the 20th anniversary of the Clone Wars of the Clone Wars Lego kits coming out from Lego. Didn't know that. Now, here's something else. I have the, from a certain point of view, 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi book. I am currently going through it. I'm I'd say about a third through, considering the size of this book. That's not bad. But as of this moment, I'm doing pretty well. Now, the reason I mention this is, for the first time in my life, I've got all 3 models as suggested in the booklet. I didn't know that. That's the first time ever. Generally because I'm very limited on what I can get. I mean, I have an A, but here's something interesting. I have the Delta 7, the Eta 2, and Yoda's Jedi Starfighters from the Clone Wars. Now, interestingly, I have recently got the Lego Star Wars magazine. And in that, I got a C-3PO and a Gunk Droid. And I now have a Gunk Droid. I now have 3 C-3PO Lego models. Well, I say 3. I've bought several of these magazines just for the Gunk Droids. But anyway, I have 2 BB-8 Lego models. And let's see. 1, 2, 3. I think I've got about 4, maybe 5 R2-D2s. As a Lego model. And also, I also have all 3 versions of Luke from the movies. I have him as a farm boy on Tatooine. I have him in the Bespin City clothing and the Return of the Jedi clothing. So I've got 2 blue lightsabers and a green. But I also have him in his half gear as well as a minifigure. So that's pretty good. Now I'm going to pause the video again, watch a bit more of hang on. Dump that up there. I'm gonna this is not going to the plan. I've really got to write down the script for these things. Oh wait, I've got trouble writing stuff down. Never mind. So there it goes. Now the reason I'm wearing the white hat is because it's the only one I could find at the time. Also, I have no clean white t-shirts at the moment, so I can't wear a white t-shirt. Yeah, I have to go down to laundrette to do my laundry. And since it's been tipping it down with rain, yeah, I want to get the clothes to the laundrette to wash them, not wash them as I'm going to the laundrette. So pause the video. I'm going to watch a bit more. This is getting good. And oh my God. I am so loving this series. I really am. Okay, I've just watched the scene with Ezra Bridger and Sabine Wren. And the way he put it, you know, the Empire's been defeated. They said the Battle of Endor. Because the Battle of Jakku, we don't see that. We've heard of it. We've read about it. I think I've never had my chance to get the Aftermath trilogy, as it's called. So Sabine says the Battle of Endor. And I think, yeah, that's when the Empire was defeated, because basically the Battle of Jakku was the last stand. And basically, it was a setup. Wow. He says the Emperor is dead. And Ezra says the Emperor is dead. And Sabine says, that's what they say. Now that's playing into the sequel trilogy. Because in Rise of Skywalker, apparently the Emperor is alive. Now, this is kind of tidying up the whole mystery before of the sequel trilogy. These shows are making the sequel trilogy even better. Now, I will admit, The Last Jedi was nowhere. It's at the bottom of the list when it comes to the movies. But, this is really tidying it up. Now, as they're traveling along with these shell-like beings, we have something that's almost straight out of the Two Towers of Lord of the Rings. The bad guys are on these wargs or wolves, whatever they're called. And but I've noticed Shin is wearing a lot of grey, and the one she's riding is grey, while Bekor is Belor. He's wearing black. This is really getting going. So this is getting good. Now Sabine is deliberately keeping things from him. That Ahsoka, she hasn't told him that she thinks Ahsoka's dead. So last time she saw her, she was knocked off into the sea. She has not said what's going on and so forth. She's trying not to tell him how bad she screwed up to get to Ezra. Now this is almost classic Sabine. Sabine to help develop weapons for the Imperials before she knew what she was doing. And yeah. Now there's something I want to mention. The Night Sisters temple and buildings. Gold seems to be an ongoing theme with them. Red, black, and gold. The droids they're using, they're gold with red optics. So, I gotta admit, I do like the droid design. Things are about to get interesting. Right, I'm going to pause this again, watch a bit more. My God, this video is going to be long. But before I pause it, like, share, subscribe, comment. I'm going to put this one at, so far my lightsaber scale, I'm going 4.5. This thing's creeping up to 5. This is this could be another 5 lightsaber. Rating on this one. This is, you know, they say that the volume is used a bit too much. Well, I've got to tell you, the volume is getting better and better and better as it goes along. Industrial Light and Magic, they are knocking it out the park visually. This is how Star Wars is supposed to be. I love the volume. The volume is really helping out here. And the CGI, oh. If I was to rate special effects in these shows, yeah, it's almost, you wouldn't get anything below 3. Hell, you wouldn't even get anything below 4 visually. The special effects and how it's done, it is 4.5 to 5 for each. The episodes would be a 4 to a 4.5 to a 5 visually. For a series, you'd get 5 out of 5 lightsabers. Now, I'm going to pause this, watch a bit more, and let's see how that goes. These videos are going to kill me. Right. It's coming to the end. I can't believe it. Let's see. Sunday. I'm recording this on a Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So I'll say about 3 days to 4, because the time the 8th will come out. In the States, it comes out on a Tuesday. For Britain, it's about 2 a.m. in the morning. So for us, it's still a Wednesday. But for America, it's a Tuesday. But oh my God, the series is coming to an end. Why, David Filoni? Why do you have to make them only 8 episodes long? Give us 10, please. Season 2, give us 10 episodes. 8 isn't enough. I mean, because of the strike, all the new Star Wars shows are delayed. We want this. Now, I don't know if they're going to do this, but this year in December, just before Christmas, seasons 1 and 2 of The Mandalorian are being released on Blue and 4K Blu-ray. Yes, you heard right. Being released on Blu-ray, special edits. Disney are releasing the series on DVD. They have to release the series on DVD. Because not everyone can afford a Blu-ray player. I mean, I can buy one, but it's going to put me in a bit of tight financially. But if they did this for The Mandalorian, they have to do it for Andor, the Obi-Wan Kenobi one, the Book of Boba Fett, and they've got to do it for Ahsoka. They have to do it for Ahsoka. Oh Lord. Alright, pausing video. Here we go again. Now, we're leading up to the Night Sisters getting involved again. We haven't seen the traditional Night Sisters green flames. We might get them in the next episode, but that's the one thing everyone's asking for. Now, as of this moment, we have now got all the audio from the trailers. We have now got all but one scene from the trailer to appear, and that's the fawn scene from the original trailer. We have still not got that scene yet, and I'm guessing it's the 8th season, and I'm guessing it may be the final scene where he walks onto the Eye of Sauron and takes off back to the galaxy. I think that is when we're going to get that scene. Now, I'd like to mention yet again my theory. And my theory is, I think Shin is Quinlan Voss's and Asajj Ventress's daughter. I think that's who she is. She doesn't seem to be a full Dathomirian, and she doesn't seem to be a full Jedi. She seems to be a bit of both. Like, she hasn't got a tolerance for the witches because of what her mother went through. And she doesn't want to be a Jedi because of what her father went through. This is going to be good. The tension's building. Right, here I am, pausing it again, and I'm going to, well, do this. Okay, I'm actually going to do a bit of a reaction here. As of this moment, Ahsoka is using the Force to contact Sabine, and I'm going to watch this, and you're going to see it with me. I don't know if you'll pick up the audio from the TV. Hopefully you do, but we're getting the voice echoes. This is yet again another thing almost straight out of The Empire Strikes Back. Also, Return of the Jedi, when Leia knew that Luke wasn't on the second Death Star as well. So here we go. Let's put that down. Okay, here we go. Oh, about halfway through.
I see her. The Jedi is there.
Captain Enoch, you have the coordinates. Open fire.
Something happened. What was it?
I don't know. Feeling.
What kind?
Familiar.
They found us. Don't worry. I know where we're going. Wonderful. So, on our way.
So on our way. Oh, wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, you're going to shoot Ahsoka Tano, who got taught by Anakin Skywalker. Yeah, you're not going to do that, you jackass.
Well done. We've flushed out of hiding.
Shall we prepare our defenses?
No, we're not the focus of the Jedi's attention. Tana will pursue Sabine Wren, whom we have wisely sent far from here. Contact the fighter crew and have them re-engage the opponent.
You sneaky, underhanded... Now, this is the Thrawn that we've read about in the books. So... Now, this is the Thrawn. Now, the thing is, Thrawn used psychological warfare. He used natural blind spots in cultures to personally customize his strategies to, well, deal with his enemies. Now, the interesting thing is, that means he can predict what you're going to do. So, Ezra realized Sabine had the fact that Sabine, yet again, has shown signs of Force sensitivity. We want to see her use the Force. We want to see her use the Force. Hopefully in episode 8 we'll get it. Right, and my God, this video is going to be nearly an hour long. Okay, oh, that was almost pure Jedi. We had voice echoes and everything. Now, interestingly, one of the people playing the Night Sisters' grandmothers is a sci-fi veteran. She first appeared in Farscape. She then appeared in Stargate SG-1 the last couple of seasons. I think she came in season 8, 9, and 10. Her and Daniel Jackson eventually got together. Thank God. He needed it. So, that's pretty good. Well, I'm going to pause this video, continue watching. It looks like we're getting to a big action scene as well, so here goes. Right. Ezra and Sabine have been attacked by the local bandits. Shin is with them. And I like how Sabine described her. Like, she said that Ezra, like you, but without the sense of humor. Like Saber, oh yeah. Now, while this is going on, we've got the T6 shuttle being shot up by those fighters, which are very nicely done fighters. I want Second World War plane designs, so I'm liking that. Baylan has now left Shin. Whatever he is looking for, it's got to be big. We're getting to the big fight scene. Honestly, let me just give it a quick check here. Okay, because I did a few minutes with my reaction earlier, I don't know if I can do a reaction to the end scenes. Because you only have about 10 minutes of free stuff you can use, and I've already used a couple of minutes of it up. I don't know how much as well, so I don't know. I might do the very final scene. But yet again, we've got the action, and it's perfectly timed. The directors in this series have literally knocked it out of the park. That we have, I'm gonna say, the worst episode was probably episode 2. Episode 1's above that, but all the others are literally. There has not been a bad episode so far in this series. Oh boy. This is getting good. And my heart's racing, so you know how good this is. This is going to be one of my longest videos. Good lord. Okay. Right. Brief before... Ahsoka says she needs to get down there. And Hayun says, we cannot land while we're under attack. Standard Jedi procedure. And Ahsoka says, we're not landing. And Hayun answers it perfectly. Oh no, not this again. Remember what happened last time? Yes, well the timing was off. Oh. Yes, and don't I feel terrible? Yes, and I felt that. And did I feel terrible? Ahsoka says no. We're in the middle of a scene. They're being shot at. We're getting sense of humour. David Tennant has knocked it out of the park when it comes to Hayun. Now, this is interesting. He's done a TV series. And, well, considering it's the 30th today, let's say we've got about a month and a bit to go until the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who. Yeah. That's saying something. They're saying David Tennant is one of the top doctors ever in the Doctor Who franchise. He is a good actor no matter what. And the thing is, I think Heyoon would body movements and match like what David Tennant did. They could have used motion capture for the droid, for Heyoon. I can see that. Now, this is good. Now we're basically going to get a classic Ahsoka Tano, Anakin Skywalker maneuver. And you know what? I know for a fact this is only a few minutes long, so I should be okay on this. Okay, here we go. I'll just get the camera right. Okay.
On my mark.
Copy.
3, 2, 1.
Whoa! Uh-oh. Rematch time.
This is a surprise.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to pause the video because I can't. I'm running the limit here.
Expect to see you again.
So, we did. And I got to say, this is going to be good. Okay. I've paused the thing. They're about to do the fight scene. The music for this scene. It's amazing. My heart's going again. But this is pretty cool. I wish I could do a full reaction to this, but I don't have a Patreon account. I don't have any of that, so I can't really do this. But basically, oh my God. This is being knocked out of the park. The music for this. If the music for this show doesn't get an award, I don't know what the hell is going on. Because this is amazing. This is good. This is good. Oh my God, this review video is going to be over an hour. And this episode is only 40 minutes. Only about... Hang on. Let me just check. About 46 minutes long. Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, you're breaking the fandom again. Well done. Okay. The first bit for the fight scene. Sabine and Ezra versus Shin and the Raiders. All the Raiders are dead, and Shin is now dealing with Sabine and a lightsaber dude. Here we go. First round went to Shin. The second round went to Sabine. Here comes the third round. While this is going on, we've got Ahsoka dealing with Bellon. And oh my God, she is doing a lot better than she did in episode 3. This is the Ahsoka we know and love. And interestingly, coming in clutch, while still being chased to help her out, Heyoon comes in, and I think he fires some sort of missile, or rocket, or flare, or something. And gets Ahsoka away from Belloq. And flies off again while he's still got 3 fighters on his ass. Oh, this is getting good. Right, pausing again. Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, stop using the Force on our brains. We do not need the Jedi mind tricks. Our brains can't take it. Ah. Just a brief update. I shouldn't have paused it when I did, because Balrog's picked himself up, he's looked around, Ahsoka's nicked his horse. And he has a look saying, damn, I'm going to have to walk now. But what is he looking for? What is calling to him? Could it be something left over from the son who died during the time that Sabine got the sister's energy in her? Is he being called by something else? We're not going to find out in this series. And since Ray Stevenson sadly passed away, I don't think we will. I don't think we will. Man. His death is really taking this. You're now realizing how much his death is going to change the second season. Right, gonna pause this again, and I think I've got about 12 minutes left in this, not counting the credits. And this video is already over an hour. YouTube's gonna have a picnic with me on it over this. But oh my god, this is definitely, it's gone beyond 4 lightsabers. It's now at 4.5, and we haven't even got to the final scenes. This is a 5 lightsaber episode. Oh Lord. Okay. Thrawn is being the tactical genius that we knew and loved, or feared. But here's something else I've noticed. The probe droid that Thrawn is using to monitor all of this. We first saw this type of droid in Star Wars A New Hope special edit back in 1997, when it was released. So we're having a callback to A New Hope in this one. And we've got a typical Ezra Bridger. Do you want to take us in? We can be interrogated, yada yada, give him a chance to turn it around. She ain't buying it. She drives and says, just as he says fire, Ahsoka, several of the stormtroopers go flying as Ahsoka rides in like the cavalry. Now, interestingly, we've got Ezra Bridger using, I'm going to call light side kung fu, or force kung fu, because this is really good. The choreographing in this, it's out of the park. They really went to town on this. But what is in those canisters? Are there clone troopers? Are there dead troopers? Are there Night Sister warriors? Like, what is in those containers? I don't think we'll find out in this season. I think we'll find out in season 2 when it gets done. And we've got Ahsoka dealing with Shin without having to use her lightsabers. Okay, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be very good. Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, you are killing us with your cliffhangers. Stop using the dark side power cliffhanger. Stop doing that to us. Stop it. Now. My heart, I can't take it. Right, I'm gonna pause the video again, and then I'm gonna finish watching this, and then I'll do my final thoughts and reviews and put this video up. Dear God, this video is gonna kill me. This episode's about 46 minutes long. My review video is now over an hour. It is several days late. Help. And interesting thing, there's a scene where Hae-young says, they're all back together. I just hope I survive long enough to see it fully. I like that. I like it. I can't wait to see Hae-young see how he considers Ezra. I would think it'd be very funny if he said his lightsaber skills were below Sabine's. I would think that would be a very, very cool joke. Sabine probably wouldn't be able to keep a straight face, and I know Ahsoka couldn't. Right. Okay, I'm pausing the video again. I like how Sabine said to Ahsoka, "You're alive, I thought you were dead." And Ahsoka's response was, what, and miss this reunion? And gets a hug from Ezra. Oh, this is brilliant. Now, I think Shin will go back to the light side. I'm agreeing with a lot of other reviewers who said they think Shin will go back to the light side, and I'm with them. Now, there's something cool I forgot to mention earlier in the video. When Shin tries and takes Ezra's head off, he ducks and give him the Anakin haircut, as we saw from Revenge of the Sith. He ducked down, got his hair singed. Talking about a close shave. Now, interestingly, when she swung her lightsaber at him, he used the Force to push it, and you could see the blade ripple from the effects. That was a cool effect. That was brilliant. I like that. I really do. Right. Back to the video. I just had to do this extra bit, but this is getting pretty close to the end, so I'm going to do the final bit, then my final thoughts, and then I'm posting this. I hope. Okay. The final bit of this video. This review is taking over an hour. I like that. With bits of reactions mixed in. Anthony Downson. We had C-3PO and Anakin in the same episode. Oh Lord. Okay. What I think of this episode. Amazing. Absolutely brilliant. This was definitely a 5 lightsaber episode. This was brilliant. And we've got Ahsoka laughing and having smiles. This is the Ahsoka we know and love from the Clone Wars. This is the Ahsoka we wanted. Just one more episode to go. As I said earlier in the video, the music for this has just been out of the... The choreography... Hang on. Hang on. Okay. Rebooting mouth. Okay. And before anyone asks, no, this is not a drunken review. If I was drunk, it actually might make more sense. But anyway, the choreography, the special effects, the music for the entire series, I'm gonna say it's a 5 lightsaber plus on that. The whole series is just amazing. Gods. We've got an amazing thing. But the next episode, I've enjoyed doing these reviews, and I'm not going to be able to do them anymore. I got some thinking to do on that. Okay, now this is amazing. This is truly amazing. This is definitely an amazing episode. We're now building up to the final part. The question is, are our heroes going to be stuck in the other galaxy, or are they going to hitch a ride back on board the Purgle? I don't know. But I do know is this episode has just been amazing. We got the last bit of audio that was recorded by Hayden Christensen in this. There is only one more scene from the trailer we haven't seen, and it got to appear in the 8th episode. This has been a truly amazing episode. Only a couple of days ago until, as of this recording for episode 8, I honestly do not know what's going to happen. But I do know one thing. It's going to be good. Now, I don't know how long the next episode is. They've kept that quiet. They haven't released episode 8's runtime. They haven't released the name. We don't know who the director is. So we are going completely and utterly blind into episode 8. But if Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau are doing their thing, it could be anything. Oh boy. Right, that's my review. Now, before this video ends, I'd like to yet again apologize for the delay in this review. A couple of things. I had trouble with my internet. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I've actually been able to watch the entire episode without being kicked out. During when I tried to watch it on the Wednesday, because that's when it comes out in the UK, I kept getting kicked out. at the very beginning, during the recap, actually. My internet kept going down during it. So, there was that. The bad weather things, but it's done, and boy is it done. This review, God almighty. This is an hour and a quarter video. This one has knocked it out of the park. You've got the bad guys being the bad guys. In this, you've got the hero entrance. You've got Ahsoka being the badass we saw her in the Clone Wars and Rebels. We've got Ezra Bridger being Ezra Bridger. We've got Sabine. Well, like, share, subscribe to this video. And may the Force be with you. I am hoping I don't have internet trouble for episode 8, because I really, really want to see that. And I will do my review, hopefully, straight after that. Thank you so much for your patience in this video. And goodbye. See you in the next review video, I hope.